Hello everybody. Yes, I am in my kitchen. I am doing videos. I did this and I did, let's see. So I did a video like maybe an hour ago talking about just talking about like why I've been out of YouTube, but I feel like I've said a little insensitive things, even though you guys will never see that video, but I have to like redo it because I have to keep in mind that I have like friends and like family and like my boyfriend watching videos or watching my videos, and I don't want to sound like insensitive, or if like I just don't want to sound insensitive and have something that I said bite me in the butt in the long run. So I am going to just redo the video. And this is a video in regards to like why I've been out of YouTube for like 3 months. So after I've done like 3 videos, I'm going to redo this one. Why did I do that? Because I have like a long list of videos to do. Anyway, so I've been out of YouTube for like 3 months. And it's for a specific reason. I've been surrounded by jealousy, evil eye, from everybody, people at work, people that don't know me. I've had people or have had the knowledge of people getting consultations or spiritual consultations on my life. And it's been draining in my energy or in my energy field. And so if I cannot give you 100% of me as your reader or as your spiritual consultant, I cannot work with you. I cannot work like that. So I would prefer to be outside of social media and not like give too much of myself when I've had to be like have had to have spiritual work, which I'm doing as we speak, on myself, on other people, because they're relentless and they won't stop. So if you see yourself going through any sort of evil eye, or people coming for you at work, or people coming for you just because you know what you're doing at work, which is so fucking mediocre, you fucking parasite. I just can't. It's here. Or people making up stories, trying to make it seem like you're the one after their life when they have no life, when you are their life, because they get consultations of your life every day. So therefore, yes, I don't know what's going on in anybody's life that I've done work on, other than the fact that they get consultations on my life and that they come for me like I owe them something. That's it. That's all I know. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I need to know every step of their life, or oh my god, I'm gonna be on social media checking out their boyfriend, or trying to like add their boyfriend on social media to see what the fuck they're doing. You're psychotic. That's psychotic behavior. That is you wanting somebody's life so bad that you have to make them the center of your world so that other people can even think of your existence. That's sad. I'm looking straight at the camera because I know she's watching amongst other parasites and followers. Okay. Hello everyone, I'm back on YouTube, and just know that the more videos that I make and the more things that I do, things will get back to you. It will get back to you. It will be returned back to you, okay? There is no return to sender work that will save your ass for the things that you have done to me. And not only because I know who I am, but because when you do spiritual workings on people and it's just out of spite or jealousy, against towards other people, and they haven't done anything, you're just there to be a fucking nuisance, you're gonna pay for it 10 times worse. Why? Because we are all interconnected. Because when people interact with one another, this chair is hurting me, but when people interact with one another for more than 8 hours, you get connected with that person or with those people, whether it's in your job, whether it's outside of work, whether it's not outside of work. You get connected, and even if it's not spiritually, it's energetically. You're connected to these to people and places and things. So just keep in mind who you're going after. Like, you just want to see that person destroyed, and you want to, destroy their lives so that you can be on top and so that you can win when you're really not winning, because you're not focusing on your life, okay? I've had to like switch jobs because the stalkation was real. It is still real. I'm sure they're gonna watch all of my videos, every single one of my videos. Like it's like sickening. They're probably still subscribed to my channel. It's nobody on YouTube. If you guys hear noise in the background, excuse my mom. She is coughing. So, yeah, they're not anyone from YouTube. But they are just peasants, basically. Peasants and parasites. So, in the bigger scale of things, and having to deal with parasites and people that don't have what you have, I want to give a few advice or tips of advice to people. If you are a spiritual consultant, or if you are a witch and you know who you are in your past life, and you know that you are a source of energy that's supposed to be in tune at all times, that you know that this is your spiritual path and you know your spiritual path, don't be a spoiled brat. Don't think that because you are who you are, meaning you are a spiritual consultant and you know about this life, things won't get to you, because they will. It's going to start affecting you in some way, shape, or form. And you're going to have to use all of your resources, whether those resources are spell work against other people, or have like your witches, whether you're in a coven or not, work for you or do things for you. And like, it just to have everybody that you can work against your enemies at all times. If people want to know more about your life than what it is required of them to know more about your life, they're obsessed with you. And that obsession, there's a thin line between obsession and just being having somebody look up to you. There's a very thin line between that, because then they'll start making stories and getting psychotic. Or if they see that you have things that they do not have, which is like parents living together at home, can destroy people's emotions. When you have it and they don't have that, it destroys people. And that happened to me. I know it sounds crazy and it sounds mediocre, but people, when people lack love, it triggers other things, and like it triggers parasitical energy around them, which in turn they become parasites. It's sad. I mean, we're all parasites, because that's like, if you study like I don't know if it's called pathology or something, anything. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if that's the human pathology, I think. But humans are parasites, and we have parasites living within ourselves. But we have to keep that balance so that we don't become like a fucking nuisance to our environment, okay? And yeah, just don't give space to people that come for you. If you're working with people, like other people, like other spiritual consultants, and you're working together with them to resolve your issues, allow them to resolve your issues. I am one of those spiritual consultants that when I need help from my other spiritual consultants, which I always talk about Dre, like he's my number one go-to, and then I have someone else working for me here at Botanica. Her name is Glenny. I also have my mom, I have my aunts, and I have like amongst ridiculous, like squishy, like, hi guys, like you guys all lit candles for me, prayed for me. Like, I'm so grateful. Like, I have everyone working like together. It's because it's that crazy. The evil eye on me is that crazy. But okay. So yeah, don't give space to your enemy. That's number one. And if you have your spiritual consultants that are working for you, allow them to work for you. And I'm one of those annoying, which was what I was going to say, but I'm one of those annoying people that if I'm a spiritual consultant and I need help from other spiritual consultants, I'll sit there and cry to my spiritual consultants. Like it was gotten to a point where I'm just like, all right, why is everybody laughing at me? Why is everybody talking about me? Why is my life so interesting when I'm just trying to survive? I was literally trying to survive and trying to grow into my own skin and in my own responsibility. And my newfound responsibility. I just felt like I was totally mediocre in a sense that not because of what people were doing to me, so much so for what I felt like was going on between me and my own relationship with my boyfriend, that had to do with everything that everybody else was doing to me on top of everything else. I feel like I kind of failed humanity. I find myself and hold myself to high esteem when it comes to my spirituality, that every step that I make, it can affect other people's lives. And that's how I see my spirituality. That's how I see my spiritual mojo is you provide unconditional love, and every step that you make controls the matrix in some way, shape, or form. And that it's not something that I just carry for myself, but I tell other people that all the time as well. So when I had to see myself being forced not to love people unconditionally, even if they were parasitical or giving me parasitical energy, it was hurtful because I didn't know how to react to that. I'm like growing into my own skin, right? I didn't know how to react to that. I didn't know how to not see them or like feel sorry for them in a sense, even though they were constantly attacking me. But I feel sorry for them. I still feel sorry for them. It's like sickening, but I feel sorry for them because they will never know love. I don't sympathize with them. That's not what it is, but I feel sorry for them because you have to do all these things and they still won't realize that. And that to me is sad. That's sad. That's sickening and sad. That people still want my life so bad that they don't even realize they will never have it. Like, they will never have it. It's so sad. So it was that. It was a mixture of my ex-boyfriend coming back into the picture unannounced, and I'm still not getting the answers that I deserve after having been broken emotionally and financially and spiritually. It was just a lot going on for me. Then I had, besides people doing witchcraft and all this other shit and all this like evil eye, like I said, I had to switch my job. And it was a must. It was a must because it was either me or them, and I couldn't do it. Sometimes you got to take yourself out of the equation, and while everybody's sitting there suffering in the same predicament with the same salary in the same situation, you're moving along. You know what I mean? So I kind of had to do that for myself and excel for myself. Then what else did I have to do? Then it was like an internal battle, because like I said, I hold my spirituality very high, but in the interim of me having my current relationship and at the same time having to still deal with, oh, this hurts so bad, having to still deal with my ex-boyfriend and not having closure or clarity fucked my entire existence because I was so bitter for so long. I was so bitter for so long that I wasn't even feeding my goddesses or feeding myself like I was supposed to. I was doing nothing because I wasn't getting what I wanted. And I wasn't getting what I wanted how I wanted it, but I was getting what I wanted. I got rid of the debt, so that's a good thing that happened. I got rid of the debt, even though I had to get rid of the debt that I was left with from my ex-boyfriend by taking out a loan, but I still got rid of the debt. And what else? I'm paying that loan. My loans are getting paid. My bills are still getting paid. What else has happened? Let's see. And the last thing that I want to touch on is respecting women and respecting the responsibility and sacrifices that women have to make on a daily basis. The next video that I'm going to make is in regards to the High Priestess. I have like a few videos to make, but the next video is going to be about the High Priestess and being a woman. Or not being a woman, but respecting the divine feminine in everyone and the sacrifices that the divine feminine and every person, including men and children, have to make. And I've had to see myself make that sacrifice for the greater good of all. It's how I process everything, and I've had to make that sacrifice. I've had to make a promise that it's difficult. I've had to make promises to my goddesses, and I say I have to because I am who I am. I am a spiritual person. I have to respect the matrix. I have to respect the entities in the matrix. I have to respect the entities that want to take control of the matrix. And I'll make a separate video about that, but for the sake of explaining myself, I'm just letting you guys know what has been going on. So I have had to make the sacrifice of my life in this life, and it was the toughest thing I have had to do because I saw myself affecting a lot of people, but it was affecting a lot of people in a way that I would have never affected people's lives. I would have never made the leap of faith that I've made, I've even had to lie to like maintain my position or just just maintain my psyche, literally. I've had to hide a lot of things for a long time, or I had to hide a lot of things for a long time. Then my spirits had to hide that same sacrifice for a long time for me, so that I can be able to move forward, because if not, I would have never been making this video today, because it's that much pressure on me. It's that much pressure. What else? So just kind of like respect sacrifices that women have to make on a daily basis, whether that's like doing laundry, like cleaning the house. Like, it's difficult. So I've had to grow into my womanhood and accept the woman within me and the high priestess within me, and accept my responsibility and accept my purpose. Now, for those of you young fellows, young ladies and gentlemen that are looking for your purpose, I'm gonna tell you this: your purpose, when you look at yourself in that mirror, the moment that you look at yourself as the mirror in that mirror is the moment that you accept the contract of your purpose. You might not like your purpose, and you might not like to have to see or have to chop people's head off for the purpose or for your purpose, and you're going to have to do that. There is no way out of that. When you find out your purpose in life, or find out who you are in life, oh boy, you better be ready, especially if you're a spiritual person and you have to deal with your past lives and your current life, and have to like fix like contracts or karma. It's difficult. There's times you're gonna wake up feeling like a fucking failure. You're gonna have to like lie to yourself sometimes to be able to get up from bed. Your spirits are sometimes gonna like hide information from you. That didn't really work so well for my spirits, because I am very much in tune. I sometimes hear them speaking amongst themselves, and so that was tough. I was a busybody, but I didn't care. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist and a little bit of a control freak when it comes to things, and so that didn't work out for them for too long. Perhaps like a month and a half, 2 months or something, and then that was it. Maybe like 3 months, maybe, I don't know. Maybe 3 months. I mean, maybe that was a long time, 3 months, who knows. And then I found out, all of my little lonesome, and it's been taking a toll. It's been affecting me. I'll talk about what I found out and everything somewhere in between now and the summer. I don't know, who the fuck knows, but I'll talk to you guys about that in greater depth when I'm ready to talk about it. But just know that when you find yourself, or you're sitting there searching for yourself, or searching for the purpose of who you are, holy shit, be ready to discover, and be ready to sacrifice. Be ready to take responsibility for thyself. Also, if you do not accept your purpose and you do not accept who you are, be aware of the devil, of the attachments that come with not accepting who you are, because not accepting who you are will lower your frequency. But that's for a different video. I'm just letting you guys know what's been going on with me. I've had to go there. I've had to go there. Yes, I've had to lower my frequency because I wanted to be normal, and I didn't want to accept the terms of my contract. I was like, holy shit, is this really what's happening? And they were like, yeah. And I didn't want to sign my contract. And when you don't want to sign contracts, what's going to happen is that you're going to start meeting people that mirror you until you do what you have to do. And it's somewhat of a sickening way of the universe letting you know that you have to stay in your frequency, and that it loves you very much, and that it believes in you. It believes in your purpose. It believes that you are able to be I don't know, be the person that you were assigned to be. It's been a long journey, but that's my explanation to you guys. I just wanted to make a video where I'm not talking about like hating certain people. But yes, I was very bitter for a long time. I wasn't even feeding my spirits because I wasn't getting what I wanted, how I wanted it. So I've slowly been growing into my responsibility, even though I spit fire out of my mouth every other day still, but I'm here. And I don't think I'm going to be leaving YouTube like I did before, unless I have to like really take a break. But hopefully I don't have to go through this transition again, as I've already accepted my contracts and my responsibility, and I'm going forward with everything that I can. No matter how many days I want to just lock the door and run the fuck away, but I can't do that. I can't. So I hope everyone has a fantastic day wherever you guys are, and stay tuned for the next videos. Bye.